one spice up their sex life after being in a relationship for 5 years. Well, I'm here from the future to tell you that it's possible. But it takes effort. You know, when you think at the beginning of a relationship, a new sexual relationship, you've just met this person, and you're taking huge risks. You're really gambling with your physical and emotional safety getting naked with a new person. Letting that person inside your body, or that person letting them inside, or you letting that person inside your body, or you getting inside theirs. You're taking chances, you're taking risks, you're having to clear hurdles. If you're young and you don't have your own place, you're having to find somewhere to fuck, which can be difficult. And you're, gradually making yourself vulnerable to this person, exposing your kinks or your desires or your weaknesses or your flesh to this person, and it's all terrifying. And it makes the adrenaline flow through your body, and it's exciting and scary. So, you're together 5 years, the excitement, the adrenaline isn't going to happen when you take your clothes off in front of each other. You know each other, you're comfortable with each other. You have to find ways to make yourselves together uncomfortable again. You have to build back in barriers and hurdles and things you have to overcome to get the excitement back. For instance, you say to each other, you know what? And you have to be able to be honest with this shit. You have to be able to say to your partner, I'm bored. We've been having sex in the same bed at roughly the same time, doing roughly the same 2 or 3 things for a couple of years now, and I'm bored. And I imagine you're bored too. So, we gotta mix it up. We gotta do something different. And what you do then is you say, or somebody said, this is just here's what I will give you as an example and an offering. You make an agreement that you're gonna fuck 3 times this week, which is a lot for you, when you've been together for a long time. We're gonna fuck 3 times this week, not in our house, not in our bed, and this week it's your job to surprise me with those 3 fuckings. Then, you're at work and your spouse comes around the corner, your spouse who never drops by the office unannounced or ever, and you're gonna go, I'm gonna get fucked at work now. And the 2 of you are gonna have to find a hallway, a stairwell, a single stall bathroom, a conference room with a door that locks, and you're just going to have to take a risk, and you might get caught. You might lose your fucking job. That'll get your adrenaline pumping. I wouldn't do it in 2009 during the economic collapse, but we're almost at full employment. Go for it. That's the kind of shit that a couple can do. People think when I'm going to say spice up your sex life, I'm going to say have a 3-way, be non-monogamous, fuck other people. No, that does help. That works too. But you don't have to do that. You just have to find ways for the 2 of you to make each other dangerous again, to make what you're doing dangerous, because who you're doing isn't. Who you're doing isn't ever going to be scary ever again. What you're doing can be scary. What you're doing together can be an adventure. Early on in the relationship, the adventure was hardwired because you were an adventure to each other to begin with. Now you have to intentionally create adventures that you can have together to get that back, to spice it up, to make it exciting. And I've been doing that with Terry for 20 years. Like the first 3 years, which was like, oh my god. And then we were like, we gotta try. And trying doesn't mean you're failing. Some people think if we have to make an effort, then it's not natural, it's not spontaneous, we're not really attracted to each other anymore. It should just happen. And I'm here from the future to tell you that it does not just happen. You have to value each other in your relationship enough to make it happen. My husband and I love talking about and discussing topics and ideas related to non-traditional relationships. How do we continue to have these conversations without scaring away our friends? I wonder if you're scaring them or you're boring them. That was really mean. Coming from somebody who talks about non-traditional relationships practically for a living, how dare I? But if it's all you talk about, you love having these conversations and discussing these topics, maybe you need to check in with your friends to make sure you're not dominating the conversations. Maybe you need to ask them every once in a while if there's anything they would like to talk about that might not be related to these topics that you guys find fascinating. And find some friends who that's also all they want to talk about, or the primary thing they want to talk about, or they're as fascinated as you are. But if you're scaring people away with these conversations, either they're so conservative or sexually uptight that they're not good friend choices for you, or they're just finding the non-stop talk about this shit tedious. You know, my husband's into leather. My husband is into leather. He looks great in it, and he loves it and wears it and goes to Mr. S in San Francisco and models for them. That's a big leather fetish company in San Francisco, and he models for them. He's a dad. He's an old dad in his late 40s, and he's a fetish model. I'm not thinking bad thoughts. I'm thinking I need to remember to masturbate tonight. I need to be married to a fetish model. How else with that? And even he, who professionally does some fetish work, has had to like kind of back away from some friends of his in the leather land who can't talk about anything else. Don't be those people who can't talk about anything else, and you won't scare your friends away or bore them away. Or find people who want to talk about this as much as you do, and make friends with them. I hope that wasn't too mean. Oh shit, that's a question I already answered. Me and my husband in an open relationship. The guy I've been talking to wants to be in the lifestyle, but is just starting out. The issue is he is in a non-open relationship with 2 children. It's wrong for adult men to have sex with 2 children. English. I'm an editor at heart. I would redline this and say the issue is he's in a non-open relationship and they have 2 children. He is not happy in his relationship with his wife, and she is not open to fixing it. Am I wrong if I continue to pursue this relationship? Technically, yes.